In a first, man crosses English Channel on hoverboard. A French daredevil, who spent years developing a jet-powered hoverboard, zoomed across the English Channel on Sunday, fulfilling his quest after pulling off a tricky refueling maneuver that had cut short his first attempt 10 days ago. Blasted off on his flyboard from Sanguet on the northern coast of France at 8:17 a.m. for the 22-mile trip to St. Margaret's Bay and escorted by 3 helicopters, he soared across the water in the early morning light and landed 22 minutes later in the picturesque bay, to the applause of dozens of onlookers and journalists. "I am," he said. The indicators in the visor of his helmet showed. He raced over the busy shipping lane at a speed of 105 mph, doing zigzags as he neared the coast to try to ease the fatigue in his legs. Minutes after descending from the metal platform where he landed his craft, Zapata broke down in tears while talking on the phone to his 10-year-old son, who could be heard saying, "Dad, I, people, and." Zapata, a 40-year-old former jet ski champion, made his first attempt on July 25, to coincide with the 110th anniversary of Louis Blériot's historic first crossing of the Channel by plane. But he had to be fished from the water after failing to land on a boat to refuel. His backpack carries some 77 pounds of kerosene, enough to keep him aloft for around 10 minutes. This time the refueling boat was bigger and had a larger landing area. Asked if he considered himself Blériot's successor, Zapata told BFM television it's "Let's." Zapata has been working on the hoverboard for the past 3 years, despite losing parts of 2 fingers during its maiden flight in his garage near Marseille, when they got sucked into the turbines. Dyslexic and colorblind, Zapata left school at 16. But his determination, the son of a construction contractor, he was always passionate about mechanics. Zapata worked out, stuntman. He already holds the Guinness World Record for the longest hoverboard flight, a 2.2-kilometer trip over the Mediterranean Sea in April 2016. No Guinness adjudicator was on hand for the latest Channel attempt, though a spokeswoman said he could still be awarded a new record if the trip met its guidelines. Zapata burst into the spotlight at this year's July 14 Bastille Day military parade in Paris, where he buzzed above a crowd of stunned onlookers that included French President Emmanuel Macron. Macron on Sunday tweeted his congratulations for Zapata's latest success. With Zapata's device has also captured the attention of the French Defense Ministry, which in December gave his company, Z-Air, a $1.4 million development grant, in particular for improving the turbines. Zapata eventually hopes to soar into the clouds at altitudes well above the 50-65 feet currently, something that will require him to figure out how to carry a parachute, guidance equipment, and possibly an oxygen tank. And this year, he hopes to unveil a 10-turbine flying car that would be easy enough for anyone to pilot, without requiring the physical strength and long hours of practice to master the flyboard. We were. Search for location/city.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.